You know, it's a sad state of affairs when the crown jewel of our country, when the capital of our country has to be policed by its own National Guard, when the crime has gotten so out of control that senators and representatives of this country have to run red lights in order to not be carjacked. That's what Joe Biden said as a United States senator in the 90s, that he ran red lights so that he wouldn't get carjacked. And for the left to act like DC, it doesn't have a crime problem. DC needs statehood. DC, no, the only reason you want statehood is so that you can get the votes in Congress. That's the only reason they want it. The reason that they want Puerto Rico to have statehood, because they all vote Democrat anyway. It's the only reason. They don't actually care about the people that live in these cities. They don't care. All they want is to remain in power. So this scares the crap out of them because now they know they can do it. You see, like I said, Gavin Newsom was an idiot to actually sue Donald Trump when Donald Trump activated the National Guard. Gavin Newsom should have done everything he could to maintain what the status quo on that was. But now we have a Court of Appeals ruling that says the president can activate a state's National Guard without the governor's permission, as long as there is dire need for that activation. Basically, in the California case, it was to protect federal officers and federal buildings, federal property. Now, if Donald Trump were to start sending in federal officers, FBI, DEA, all these people to these cities, he could theoretically create the same instance that allowed him to activate the California National Guard in all of these cities, which would then allow him to activate the Illinois National Guard, the New York National Guard, the rest of the California National Guard, the Washington National Guard, to fix these issues. Now, do I think he should? Not necessarily. I think if you start activating the National Guards of 5 different states and doing all this stuff, you risk being called a tyrant. He's already being called a tyrant, but he doesn't need to give anyone any more political ammo. Now, what I would like to see here is I would like to see the governors and the mayors of these cities and states to see what happens in DC in, let's say, the next 3 months, and then decide, you know what? We want to be able to take the credit this time. We don't want Trump to be able to win this time. So we're going to clean up our own city, our own state. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to be so blind by their hate, their hearts are going to be hardened, and they are going to say, you know what? I'll never let Trump win. And they will do everything in their power to prevent him from being able to get his message out, to get the cities under control, to get the illegals out, to fix this country, that he's going to be able to just walk through them. The court is just going to go, absolutely, you can do this. But this is crazy. I mean, we've got cities. You've got the mayor of DC arguing for statehood. And if DC became a state today, it becomes the murder capital of the country. That's our capital. How can we allow that? The gangs need to be run out. They need to be shut down. There needs to be a hard rule of law in these cities. Because what's happening is they've all decided, well, you know, we can't hold these people accountable because, you know, they look like this, or they worship this, or it's a new culture. It's like, no, absolutely not. You know what? Fuck that. We are holding you accountable for everything you do. You break a window, you're going to jail. That's what we need to get back to. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all next time.